The following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Look, I don't want to have to be the guy to tell you this, but there's something that you're doing every day that makes only ugly, fat women attracted to you and turns off every hot chick you meet. Now, it has nothing to do with what you wear, nothing to do with what you look like, and nothing to do with how much money you make or how many friends you have. You're not getting the really sexy chicks for one reason, and if you eliminate this one F up from your behavior, the next time you see a 10, she'll be 10 minutes away from sucking you off in the bathroom. And this is nothing like you've ever seen before. Trust me, I thought I'd seen it all myself. And if you watched until the end, I will reveal the 3 pickup lines you should never say unless you want to get laughed at, rejected, and owned in front of everyone. Now, I need to warn you. I'm about to reveal some super ninja, kind of sneaky tricks to make women want to sleep with you. However, I don't know if you know this or not, but women are actually browsing around on the internet, and I don't want them to come across this video. And as soon as I notice that women have discovered this, I'm taking it down. Now, this could happen before you leave this page or before the end of the day today, so watch this short presentation to the very end. And pay special attention to my last trick I teach you, because it will suddenly make attracting 10s easier than picking up fat chicks when you're wasted. Now, think of a girl you know that you've always wanted. Maybe she's the one that got away. Maybe you met her through friends, or maybe you don't know her but you've seen her before. Well, this technique will do more than get her to notice you. She'll be fantasizing about you when she's alone and no one is watching. But don't imagine her touching herself just yet, because video hosting is expensive, so if you're not committed to do whatever it takes and actually use this technique on her, then please do not continue watching this video. You promise to do whatever it takes to understand this whole attracting women thing, and I'll promise to make sure you get so good with women that you're untouchable. Deal? Okay, great. Now I'm going to expose what doesn't work when it comes to attracting women, and 3 pickup lines that you must never say if you're looking forward to 100 sloppy BJs from that girl. You know, the one you were just thinking about. How would it feel to actually see her smiling face every time you wake up in the morning? To have her waiting for you when you come home from work? To get dirty texts from her about what she's planning on doing to you later? To be the only guy in the world that she shares her body with? Now that's power. Now, if you don't want that power, do not watch this video to the end, because you can never unknow the weird secrets I'm about to reveal to you. And I'm going to show you the first one now. Now, I stumbled upon this little trick after about 3 years of lame, embarrassing, cheesy pickup lines that I read about online or from experts on TV. I even tried asking women what to do and say. I figured, if anyone is going to know what I should say, it's a woman, right? However, following their advice was the worst thing I've ever done. Sure, some of the stuff that women told me to say was sweet, but I quickly discovered that what women tell you they want and what they really want are 2 completely different things. And before I knew it, I'd gone from having no women to knowing a few who all thought that I was a nice guy. I would answer their drunken phone calls at 3 a.m. and listen to them complain about their ex-boyfriends that they were still hooking up with, of course. I was taking time off work to help them move. I was doing everything that should work. I thought that if I was always there for them, if I bought them dinner, if I showed them my sensitive side, that they'd realize how rare of a man I really was, that I was a good guy, because that's what other women told me to do. But instead of graduating to the playboy that I envisioned, you know, hot women personally inviting me to their house parties, asking me to come over without notice so they can live out their fantasies with me, or openly sharing me with their other hot girlfriends with voracious sexual appetites so I could quench their thirsts. Well, instead, I'd become something more like this. I was like an emotional tampon. I was just there for them to bleed on and then discard whenever they wanted it. It was embarrassing. These women didn't think of me in that way. And I thought what any man would have thought in that situation. I had done everything that I was supposed to do, and I failed. I thought for sure that I was defective. But then I discovered something weird. The one missing piece of the puzzle. And just 2 weeks later, I was banging all 3 of the chicks that were once stringing me along with no interest in me other than to keep me hoping so they didn't feel undesired and lonely. It was the missing truth about attracting women that made all the difference for me. But if you fell into the same nice guy trap that I did, you're not alone, and it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to change your methods and do what actually works. So, what is it that actually works? Well, after my lame, unsuccessful attempt at upping my game, I decided to start from scratch. So I went to a bar every night for a week and just watched dudes with good game. I probably took 50 pages of notes the first night alone. I even went up to guys after they approached girls and asked them what they did. I was determined to figure out how a normal guy like me could have these superpower skills with women. Well, finally I got one of the guys with game drunk enough to tell me what he was doing, and what he said changed my life forever. He said, "Well, dude, it's really simple. Your hesitation is her reservation. Think of it this way. She wants an experienced man. A guy who knows what to do and what to say. So if you hesitate, she'll know that you're inexperienced and she'll reject you immediately. And she'll treat you like an absolute wuss bag. But if you know what to say and you go for it without hesitation, every girl will want you." Well, that was all fine, but what if you don't know what to say? What if every time you go to open your mouth, nothing comes out? How do you fix that? Well, when I asked him, he told me the most retardedly obvious and brilliantly simple thing in the world. He said, "Well, dude, just memorize a few proven things to say and then say those things when your mind goes blank." Holy shit. I couldn't believe I never thought of that. So he gave me something to say, and the next day I decided to try it out. And it worked. Unbelievably well. I'll reveal what that line was in just a minute, but after that moment, I became hooked. I started researching every pickup line I could find to test them out, and within a week, I had 5 tested and proven lines that worked. And by the end of the following week, I had used them with the girls that didn't think of me in that way, and they all started sleeping with me at once. But the thing to remember here is that A, I'm a normal dude. I'm short, I'm physically weak, I'm balding, and I'm definitely not well endowed, but I learned a few proven things to say when my mind goes blank. B, hesitation turns women off. If you're going to hesitate, you might as well take a dump right there on the floor, because nothing you can do will make her attracted to you once you hesitate. And C, if you want to destroy hesitation and attract really hot women, you have to know what to say ahead of time that works. So when your mind goes blank, when you're talking to a chick, you have a backup plan that is proven to create intrigue and make her want you. Now, as promised, I'm going to tell you the first line I used that actually worked that let me discover what is now my most prized possession. My long running list of psychologically proven lines. But before I do, there's something that I need to expose about how to use pickup lines in the first place. You see, the biggest misconception about pickup lines is that there's one line you can use in any situation. But if that were true, then every guy would be saying that one line all of the time. And if that line existed, don't you think at least one guy would have discovered it by now? Hell yeah, he would have discovered it by now. But the truth is that a line will only work if you use it in the right context. For example, the line that the drunk player told me to say that night at the bar was, "Did you come all the way over here just to hit on me?" Now, when used in the right context, and I promise it's probably not what you're thinking, it's like a horny catnip for women. But if you walk up to a woman on the street during the daytime and say that, she'll probably mace you and clutch her purse and tear. You have to know what to say in the most common scenarios that you'll see women in. There aren't that many of them, about 5 or 6. But once you know them, you're unstoppable at picking up chicks. Your friends will invite you to every party they go to so they can watch you do your thing. Your bed will experience a new, hot, sweaty, horny girl every night. And the women, well, they will love you for it. Remember, women want an experienced man, and though you may not have a ton of experience now, things get a whole lot easier when you know you can walk down to a bar at any moment, pluck the sexiest girl from the place like she's a piece of fruit, and devour her entirely. And best of all, if you know a girl already that you want to get physical with, It will activate the sexuality between the two of you, and all of a sudden, sparks will fly. So now you know the truth. You know that hesitation makes you look like an inexperienced wuss. You know that the only way to kill hesitation is to have what to say ready to go ahead of time. And you now know that you have to know different, proven lines to say for each situation you're in. And in just a minute, I'm going to reveal the 3 worst, but very common pickup lines that you should never say under any circumstance. And before I reveal those F-up lines, as I like to call them, you've got a very crucial decision to make. Now from here, you can choose to do one of 3 things. You can do nothing at all, and that means you'll always stumble over your words with women and you'll only get worse as you get older. You can take the second option and try to go at this alone, but let's be honest. It's going to take years of trial and error to figure out just a few proven lines. And you'll get rejected, laughed at, screamed at, and kicked out alone in the process. Plus, you don't want to screw up the only chance you have with a girl that you've wanted for years just because you messed up one little thing that you didn't see coming. Or you can take the third option and do what hundreds of other guys have already done and let me do all the hard work for you. My name is Josh Pelletier, and I'm the creator of the What to Say Attraction System. Now, it's the only comprehensive step-by-step blueprint of proven lines so that you can confidently approach, attract, and then turn on any woman in any situation. Even if you've known her for a while and you never made your move, you've always stumbled over your words with women, and especially if you've tried other lines in the past and nothing has worked. Now, the What to Say Attraction System is not just a list of pickup lines that you can find on the internet. It's not some vague, just be yourself crap that you can never use, and it's definitely not a 5-page script that you have to memorize like you're some theater kid. Rather, the What to Say Attraction System is the result of almost a decade of tireless testing and tweaking of different lines used in every situation that you can expect to meet a woman you actually like. Each of these What to Say approved banner lines has been used by hundreds of men around the world, and fat, skinny, short, tall, dumb, smart, men of every size, shape, color, and country you can think of have used each and every one with tremendous success. And now, starting today, their success can be your success too. Because the little-known, proven banner lines that get your foot in the door and pique her sexual interest immediately are already tested, compiled, and ready for you to master. And they'll give you the freedom to choose the woman you want. To know exactly what to say and do. And to get it right the first time without saying something dumb because you're put on the spot. And probably best of all, you can finally wave goodbye to those awkward moments when you walk up to a girl you're attracted to and you go to open your mouth and nothing comes out. Now, before we go any further, I need to level with you so you know exactly what my intentions are here. If you're just looking to learn a new trick and you're not planning on using these powerful techniques and banner lines I'm about to reveal, or if you'd rather pretend to be something you're not and try to trick girls into liking you, then please do not continue watching. I'm serious. If that sounds like you, then leave this page. This word-for-word What to Say guide is only for guys who are ready to put down the little boy, wussy, ineffective BS that the mainstream media is force-feeding us, and pick up a list of psychologically proven banter lines so you can attract women like a man and not look like some pathetic, delusional joke. Look, approaching and attracting hot women isn't always easy. Even with these proven banter lines on your side, you're still going to have to open your mouth and talk to attractive women that you don't know. However, with these tools that you're about to discover, it will be as easy as it can possibly get. So if you want to know what you can say that will really turn women on, to confidently meet and successfully flirt with 20 women who are out of your league by the end of the week, if you want to feel the power of finally being the guy who gets to choose which woman he'll be with that night, if you want to have an arsenal of things to say that will intrigue, arouse, and sexually conquer any attractive woman you meet, even if she gets hit on every day by guys that are more traditionally attractive than you, if you want to be the only man that she shares her beautiful body with, then What to Say isn't just the right system for you. It's the only system for you. Now let's take a look inside your copy of What to Say system and reveal what you're going to receive today. First, you're going to discover the crucial difference between a woman's day mind and her night mind, and why the lines that you think you should say are the very last thing you want to come out of your mouth. You'll find the subtle but very obvious difference in what you say that will turn any woman who thinks that you're creepy into thinking that you are confident instead. Now, you've probably heard the old military quotation that proper planning prevents piss-poor performance. Well, it's the same for picking up women. If you know what to look for to assess your situation, then you'll easily become an attraction god with women. That's why in What to Say, you'll discover the two crucial, commonly overlooked elements that make up the perfect pickup. Because proper planning also prevents pathetic pickup. You'll also discover a small tweak in the way you move that will automatically make every woman, no matter how hot she is, become instantly submissive only for you. Now, you probably noticed that What to Say isn't just a list of effective, usable, proven lines to use when you're chatting up some hot young girl. It's your complete guide to approaching, flirting, and even closing the deal so you can finally get the kinds of women you truly deserve and desire. And speaking of closing the deal, pay close attention to the chapter called Pulling the Trigger, because it's there that you'll uncover the simple 4-step system to seamlessly getting sexual with any woman. You see, all women are psychologically wired the same exact way. And that means that if you follow this easy 4-step seduction process every time, you'll never have to wonder whether or not you're going home with her or if she's just leading you on because she likes toying with you. However, going from not knowing to a girl to doing bedroom gymnastics with her in less than an hour is different during the nighttime as opposed to during the daytime. You'll want to use the IRCS or IRCS model during the daytime and the Qualify model at night. So right there in the pages of What to Say, you'll discover exactly how to use each of these models so you can take it to the next level as soon as tonight. In fact, many of the guys who discover this system have massive success using it the very first night they go out. And I think that's amazing considering they did it all by just making a few specific, easy but crucial shifts in what they say to women, and bam! Instant success is something that most guys only hear about. It's totally different when you experience it for yourself. Now you might guess that a secret system like this would be pretty pricey, and the truth is, it should be. After all, it's the most effective word-for-word blueprint ever created. And if you're looking to know exactly what to say to that one girl who got away the next time you see her, then this is the only system that is guaranteed to help you make that happen. However, the price will actually shock you, because it's not what you might think. I'll get to the price in just a minute. But first, I want to pull back the curtain and reveal some of the situations you'll be able to attract women in after you crack open the pages of What to Say. After extensive research and lots of testing and trial and error, I've discovered that there are 23 common pickup situations that you'll encounter. And if you know what to say in each one of these situations, there won't be a single time when you meet a woman that you won't be able to handle like a pro. Yet, it's much easier than you might think because these 23 pickup situations are broken down into 4 simple categories. Now, I'm going to reveal those 4 categories plus 3 specific pickup lines you should never say in just a minute. But first, you need to know about an easy pickup trick that I've used for years that will completely eliminate that awkward, weird moment when you've just walked into a crowd of people at a bar, a club, a coffee shop, or just about anywhere. It's a simple way to act that makes everyone think that you own the place. Because when women think that you own the place, guess which guy they're going to be all over that night? Well, that's you, my man. And you can do all this without saying a word if you use this one weird but powerful technique. And I reveal that technique right there for you in painstaking detail within the What to Say system. This is called my famous bar walk. Now, the What to Say system by itself is valued at $97, yet you're not going to be getting the What to Say system by itself today. Just for watching this presentation, I'm going to throw in these bonus products just to help you get amazing results with women even faster and at no cost to you. First, you'll get the never-before-released guide on what to wear entitled The Fashion Formula. As a man, you want to dress in a way that attracts the right kind of attention. And what most guys never know is that there's a different way to dress for each of the 3 main body types. And this bonus goes over exactly what to wear to make you look like a sharp, attractive, well-put-together badass. You'll never go out wondering if women will find you attractive again. Next, you'll get my exclusive guide to going on dates. Where should you go on your first date? How do you plan it so it goes off without a hitch but still comes across looking cool and collected? What do you do if she flakes? I'll answer all your questions within this controversial product, and the truth might shock you. You'll also get the What to Say audiobook. If you're like me, you probably learn better when you read and hear something. Because, after all, why would you sit and listen to a crappy radio station in your car when you can be secretly mastering the art of picking up women on your way to work, in the gym, or when you're walking down the street? Now, you'll get all of this at no extra cost to you. Well, now you can see why the What to Say system is valued at $97, even without the bonuses. And even at that price, it's a total steal. Because if you bought all the bonuses alone, you'd be investing more than $300 today. However, I have a much better deal for you if you stick around. Just keep watching because it won't last much longer. Choose to continue on the path you've been on, but then you'd be spending 10, 20, maybe even 100 times as much money on drinks for girls you meet, something that backfires every time that my What to Say system forbids you do, or fancy dinners to impress her, and not the kind that you'll enjoy either, because you'll know all the time that you're only doing this with the hope that she'll feel sorry for you and have sex with you out of pity, which you and I both know never happens. We don't even need to talk about the psychological damage that we go through when we're shamelessly rejected in front of everyone you know time after time again. But that's not what I want for you. So let's make this easy instead, okay? $97 is a great price for all of this, but don't decide to get it yet because I've got one more bonus for you that will ensure that you have the massive success that you desire and deserve with women in your life. I looked at my full system and I asked myself, what's missing here? Well, honestly, not much. Yet, wouldn't it be nice to have ongoing support and answers to all of your questions as you try these lines out for yourself? Well, yeah, absolutely. That's why if you order now, you'll get a badass bonus that will guarantee that you have all the answers you need right when you need them. You see, I've created a private, members-only, protected access online men's club called The Movement, where over 20,000 trained attraction badasses share their stories, ask compelling questions, and, most importantly, answer your questions on a daily basis. And as a member of the movement, you'll have access to a variety of extra advanced training such as in-depth guides on how to get out of the friend zone, how to get an ex-lover back, how to attract women in risky venues like at work or at the gym, and how to get sexual without getting rejected. You'll also have unlocked access to tons of audio interviews with the world's leading sex, attraction, and pickup gurus where they reveal their top secret techniques and tricks to put the power back in your hands. And by joining today, you'll also get my quick start texting guide so you can copy and paste texts that are proven to create attraction in women, and my famous banter line cheat sheet so you can stay on top of the most recent proven banner lines anytime, anywhere. Now, access to the movement is typically valued at $47 a month, and even that was a bargain for what you get with it. But today, I'm going to do something special for you because I am on a mission. My personal goal is to end settling in relationships. I want you to get the woman or women that you really want, not just what you think you can get. And I know that What to Say will help you do that. And I don't want finances to stand in the way of you having the women you really deserve. That's why when you order now, you won't be paying the retail value for What to Say and all the bonuses. In fact, not even close. Your investment today will not be $500. It won't be $400. And it won't even cost you $200. When you order now, you'll get all this for a one-time investment of just $97. Well, that's what I was going to say. But since I want to get this in the hands of as many guys as possible, if you order right now, before this video is over, I'll cut that price in half. You'll get all of this for just a one-time investment of $47. And it's fully guaranteed for 60 days. My ironclad 60-day satisfaction guarantee is like insurance on your purchase today. Get it now, try it out, learn the secrets, then decide that it's the best money you've ever spent on yourself and on your lifestyle. And if not, just say the word and we'll give you a full refund. Look below this video right now. You see that orange Add to Cart button below? I want you to click that button right now to claim your discounted price. Your checkout is secured with 128-bit data encryption. The access is digital and instant, and no one outside of the movement will know you've got these secrets. So in just minutes, you'll peek into the What to Say system for the first time, and right there, you'll see word-for-word lines and how to use each one so you know you're doing it the right way the first time. Remember, you're not just getting the deal of a century right now. You're also joining thousands of other badass guys in the movement who are dedicated to changing their lives and yours for the better. Click on that orange Add to Cart button below now, because remember, fortune favors the bold, and you've been dealing with the problem of not knowing what to say for too long. And the pain of never getting that handled once and for all will only lead to further rejection, isolation, and doubts about your value as a man. Yet, all of this can change the moment that you take your first step and declare your intention powerfully and unapologetically that I will not settle for a woman that's not absolutely perfect for me. Yes, it's true, your struggles with women have been largely no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to by, frankly, idiotic experts and good-natured women who tell you to just be a nice guy and everything will work out. But today, you stand up and take responsibility for your life, to end hesitation that kills attraction, to know what to say, and be one of the guys that gets it. And unlike the weak advice you see from bozos online or on TV, this one is guaranteed to work. Try it for a full 60 days and see for yourself. So just click on that orange Add to Cart button below this video right now. Check out on the secure, protected checkout page, then dive into the world of secret female psychology that you didn't even know existed. Remember, along with your What to Say manual, you'll be receiving the full audiobook, the fashion formula, going on dates, and unlimited access to the movement online. And trust me, you don't want to wait another second, and here's why. You remember that I dropped the price in half just so you could jump on board now. Yet, eventually, I know I'm going to raise the price back up to where it really deserves to be. Plus, I don't want you to miss out on my bonus products, especially unlimited access to the movement, because only first-comers will have access to it and everyone else will be out of luck. And finally, you and I both know if you don't take action today that you'll never take action. And you'll be settling for one disappointment after another while years of your life just slip away. So let's make sure you do the only smart thing to do. To get what you really want in life, to get the woman you desire and deserve, to take charge and make your own decisions about who you spend your time with, who you wake up next to, and whose body you get to explore every night. Whether it's a new, exciting young thing you met that night or the one you've always wanted. You know, the girl you were thinking about earlier. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can. Click on the orange Add to Cart button below now and take the power back. Now, as promised, those 4 categories I was telling you about earlier that make up the 23 most common pickup situations are whether or not a girl is alone or with other people, and whether or not you meet her during the daytime or nighttime. Now, if you meet her during the daytime while she's alone, it's very different than meeting her at nighttime while she's alone, or meeting her at nighttime when she's with a lot of people, or even when she's during the daytime with a lot of people. So you want to figure out which one you're in. These 4 different categories: daytime alone, daytime with others, nighttime alone, and nighttime with others. Depict which kind of pickup lines, or banter lines in this case, that you're going to be using with the woman that you're meeting. Now let's go into the 3 worst pickup lines that you never ever want to use that will absolutely get you rejected. The first one, which is commonly used, and unfortunately really commonly used, is do you come here often? Now the problem with do you come here often is that it's a rapport question. You're trying to get to know her better. But if she doesn't like you already, and she's not intrigued about who you are, she's going to consider you an absolute wuss bag, so you don't want to do that. It's like you're trying to get too needy and connected with her too fast. The reason why guys do this is because we instinctively know that the stage right before we have sex is a stage where we're like talking about what we love or something that we're really into. And so we try to jump straight to that stage really fast, and it ruins everything. So definitely do not do that. The second pickup line you should never ever say is kind of a series of pickup lines that all revolve around one thing. And that is like the classic, oh, do you have a mirror in your pants? Because I can see myself in them. Or, those are nice shoes. I'd like to see them thrown around the room. Or that's a really nice shirt. They'd look better crumpled up next to my bed. Like whatever these dumb, sexual, stupid pickup lines that we all think might work in our heads. The reason why they don't work is, again, because you're skipping a crucial stage in the beginning and you're trying to jump straight to seduction, which is the final stage of an interaction. Now, when you do that, you don't come across as a guy who is like well put together, who can skip stages and who can jump to the end, who's like powerful and masculine. You come across like a guy who's pretending to be that way. So you cannot use a line like that. Otherwise, you're going to come across super creepy. This is why women think that guys are creepy in the first place, is because they try to jump straight to the stage of seduction and they skip the stages of attraction and rapport, which are before that. And the attraction phase is really where you're being lighthearted, and why most of the techniques and the banter lines that I teach are so powerful, because they make use of that really commonly overlooked stage. And finally, you never ever want to walk up to a girl and just say, "Hey, what's your name?" Well, in certain situations, this is okay. Actually, if it's during the daytime, this would be fine. But most situations, this will not work. And the reason why is because you're walking up to a girl that has absolutely no interest in anything that you're saying. Women don't care about what you're saying or who you are in the beginning of an interaction. They have to be curious about that already. If they're not, and you don't do this right, then they're not going to want to talk to you. So if you walk up and ask her name, it's like asking for her credit card or social security number. You might as well be asking for something so personal, she would never want to give it away to you. And that's asking for instant rejection. So never do that. Instead, I want you to click on the orange add to cart button below right now and get your list of absolutely psychologically proven banter lines that I put together for you. Do that right now.